Greetings, everyone. This is part 4, I believe, of What If Female Deku was a Space Marine Tyranid hybrid. Sorry about that. Now, I believe where we last left off, we were at the end of the day when Lilith was cleaning her bolter. Well, more specifically, it was a heavy bolter. As the next day would roll around and she would be in class as they would be going through that day. With the end of the day coming around, as they are currently in their hero class, wondering what type of hero stuff will they be doing, when they hear thumping coming down from the hallway, as All Might was burst through the door, as he would say, "I am here," coming through the door like a normal person. Now, everybody, except for Lilith, is excited about seeing All Might. The main reason that Lilith isn't really caring that All Might is there is because, one, she's already met him, and two, she just really doesn't care about the heroes being popular or not. Just as long as they're doing their job, she's fine with them. As All Might would then give his speech, as he would then say that a hero will need a costume, and to meet him down at, I think it was the ground beta, I believe? Yeah, the ground beta, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. As everybody's hero costume is as it was in canon, as Lilith would walk out wearing this. As everybody would be surprised that she's wearing this type of armor, as Aoyama would say, I see another person decided to wear armor as their hero costume as well. As Lilith would look over to Aoyama, as she would sign, saying that it just feels a lot more comfortable and natural for her. As All Might would pull out slots, as he would state who the villain's team is and who the hero team is. So in the villain team, we have Lilith and Todoroki, and on the hero team, we have Ida and Katsuki Bakugo. With Lilith walking in, and she does have her bolters with her, so she has her heavy bolter and I don't know what other type of bolters there are. So those of you who do know Warhammer, do let me know, because you are helping me a lot with this what if. As when they're setting up the bomb, Shoto would ask her what's the plan. As Lilith would actually start speaking, as she would say that that Bakugo kid would probably come for me first, since I'm the strongest. So how go and deal with him while you guard the bomb? You have the better advantage against Ida than I do. As Todoroki would agree to the plan, as Lilith would then go to deal with Bakugo. With Bakugo already speeding ahead of Ida, and Lilith would basically hear him coming from down the corridor. As she would use her enhanced speed and strength as Bakugo comes around the corner to just basically clothesline him, as he would then go into a wall. As Ida and Todoroki would have heard this, as it would have been a loud boom in the hall, as Bakugo would begin to stand up, with him looking at Lilith, as he would then begin to charge at her and say, "Get ready to die, you damn villain," with Lilith pulling out her heavy bolter. Now, she doesn't have actual bullets loaded into it. She does have bullets on her, but she doesn't keep them in her bolter, so she's basically shooting blanks. Which, for those of you who don't know, is a term for like rubber bullets, so bullets that won't do any damage. As she would fire them at him, as the force that they are fired at would basically cause him to change his trajectory. As Lelf would then basically grab his face and then slam him into the ground. But this does cause a little cut on Bakugo's head, as she would use the finger under a gauntlet to get some of the blood, and then basically lick it. As she would basically intake this genetic information into her body, basically giving her Bakugo's explosions. As everybody who's watching this is wondering what the hell is she doing by ingesting some of Bakugo's blood. With Bakugo laying off an explosion, as Lelf would use her telekinesis to stop the explosion and compress it, and then basically cause it to dissipate. As Lelf would look towards Baku, as she'd say, "Nice try, but I think I can do better." As she raises her hand up, as she would then let off an explosion that's about twice the size of Bakugo's, which would send Bakugo flying and knock him out. As Lelf would tie him up, as All Might would announce that the villain, that Bakugo, has been captured. And Ida's about, I'd say halfway to the room with the bomb in it. So Lelf is about, I'd say about 2 meters away from Ida, so it'd take her about, no, not 2 meters. He's about a couple meters ahead of Lelf, so it'd probably take Lelf about, I'd say 15 seconds to catch up to Ida. As Ida would then make it to the bomb room, but before he could go in, Lelf basically grabs him by his head and starts dragging him along the ground and throwing him into a wall, which causes the wall to cave in. As Ida would begin to struggle to get up due to how much pain he would be in. I mean, if you're getting thrown through a wall with somebody who has super strength, it is going to hurt. You can't recover that quickly from that. As Lelf would be walking towards Ida, as she'd put her armored boot down on Ida's chest to like pin him down. As she would take a look at Ida, as she would then say that, to be honest, you probably should keep an eye out for your surroundings so that stuff like that doesn't happen again. As she would then pull her fist back and punch Ida in the face, which would break through his helmet and knock him out. As Lelf would then tie Ida up, as All Might would announce that the heroes have been captured and the villain team wins. With with All Might asking who was the MVP of that match, as Momo would say that, actually no, I don't know who Momo should say it is, so you guys get to decide, we'll vote on who was the MVP of that match. Because Todoroki did have counter strategies in place, just in case Ida had made it in. As we would then move on to the beginning of the USJ, because I wanted to try another what if that you guys might be surprised by. As everybody would go on the bus, as Lelf is currently cleaning, polishing some bits of the armor that she's wearing. As everybody would ask what what her quirk is, as she does have telekinesis, but she also appears to have the ability to copy quirks. So what is it? As Lels would remember back to what David Shield said on Island, by saying that people won't really understand your biology that well. So just tell them that the abilities that you gain are a copy quirk. So Lels basically says that her quirk is a copy quirk. She had gotten this telekinesis quirk a while before she had joined UA. And that would have satisfied everyone, but Shoto and Bakugo would be very suspicious of her, as they would then make it to the USJ as hold on, give me a minute. As Pro Hero 13 would say, basically be there and then say that give her a whole speech about how quirks can be dangerous. As Kirishima would look down, as he would then say, "Wow, you guys even have fake villains?" As Aizawa and 13 would look down, as Aizawa would announce, "Those aren't fake villains. Those are real villains." And that is where I'm going to leave this part off. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. And later today, I will be uploading another What If. Now, it's not going to be Monster Queen because the votes for that haven't really come in properly yet. So you guys will again decide, because I'm not sure that many of you commented on the last part. We'll get to decide whether Monster Queen does get made or it doesn't. So I will see you all later.